Well, that was a bit of Glamorous Night from the 1935 musical show of the same name. It was written by Ivor Novello, who also starred in it, along with the leading lady Mary Ellis. Ivor Novello died on the 6th of March 1951 at the age of 58. He'd suffered a coronary thrombosis. He was born in 1893 in Cardiff and excuse me, became one of the British Isles' most significant and prolific composers and actors. In 1914 he wrote one of the biggest hits of the 20th century, a song called Keep the Home Fires Burning, which became symbolic of World War I. The song made him £15,000, which in today's money will be more like £2.25 million. In 1919 he went into silent movies, and his first film, which was called The Call of Blood, made him an instant star. He was adored and loved the world over by millions of female fans, all of whom were bitterly disappointed because he was gay. He met his lifelong partner, the actor Bobby Andrews, in 1916. Novello went on to write many musical comedies, and he starred in most of them as well. His first major one was Glamorous Night. That was followed by The Dancing Years, Careless Rapture, King's Rhapsody, not all in that particular order I don't suppose, but significantly in 1945 he wrote a show called Perchance to Dream, which again he starred in, this time alongside Margaret Rutherford. From that show came his other major wartime hit, We'll Gather Lilacs, which became symbolic of World War II. His last production was called Gay's the Word, and that came out in 1951. He didn't appear in it. In fact, it opened just a month before he died, but the leading lady in that one was Cicely Courtnidge, an actress that he'd worked with many times before. His life was sadly blighted by a terrible scandal in 1944 when he was convicted for the misuse of petrol coupons and was sent to prison to Wormwood Scrubs for 2 months. He was conned into this case by a petty crook, a criminal, a spiv I suppose, one of these wartime black marketeers, and I'm sure there was no malice aforethought at all, but anyway he was found guilty and that was that. He never really recovered from the shame and the humiliation and embarrassment of this, and some say that it probably contributed to his death. His funeral was one of the biggest London had ever seen up until that time. Over 8,000 people crammed into Golders Green Crematorium Gardens, and thousands more lined the streets outside. It was probably the biggest showbiz funeral since that of Rudolph Valentino, who died in 1926, and 100,000 turned out for him for his send-off in New York. Novello is commemorated at Golders Green in 2 different places. He has a placard or a medallion on the wall of the galleries, and I think it says something along the lines of "Genius, the likes of which shall never be seen again." Out in the gardens there's a lilac bush, and next to that the inscription "Till he comes home once more," which is a line from his song We'll Gather Lilacs. So that is actually a very poignant memorial, and I'd just like to play We'll Gather Lilacs now as a tribute to a man who I have a great deal of admiration for. His music is beautiful, and I hope you like this one. Thank you.